Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook on Thursday the 5th of July. Would you believe it's only July still? Right, so on this hot balmy wet day in England at least, it might be in France as well, but our correspondent in France hasn't filled us in on the temperature this morning. Let's have a look at what the markets are going to give us, or may give us. Euro dollar here, we're having a move up here. May partially be due to must be the same group of speakers that said it last time, that there should be an increase in interest rates in Europe sooner rather than later, meaning this year. Now they seem to have as much clout as well, they don't have any clout at all. So it may be a blip here. We may eventually get up to this daily 50, which I'd been looking at all last month. Well, up until it sold off. We'll have to see now, but it does look like it's got the potential maybe in the next day or so. But at the moment it's taking quite a big shove. There was obviously orders sitting above some of this, and yesterday the orders were quite light, but they were easy push through. Now we're sitting into the daily R2 at this moment, and well, it's made for difficult trading as it sits here in terms of if I wanted to go long, I've got to wait for a decent retrace. The market's got overbought in the short term here. It must have got overbought in the short term here. Not showing on my 60-minute time frame. Let's just check on the 30 just to see if that's it's overbought in the short term here. I thought as much it would have been. So there is the potential of a little retracement anyway, which I would have to wait for if I wanted to go long, but we'll see how this pans out this morning. But already caught through the daily, it triggered through, so that's really on those comments coming from some European central bank members. Okay, pound, wait until Draghi hears about it, he'll put an end to it. The pound is having a little follow through as well. Now there's a stack of orders. There was a stack of orders sitting above this, I believe, as well. The previous highs, it may have been taken out already. Now we're sort of heading here on the 4-hourly. It looks like towards that 4-hourly 200. Momentum's still there. Solid move all week actually on retracements. I mean, yesterday it came back to the daily pivot. The only thing is it was news that took off, so by the time it did what it did, well, there wasn't a lot to be joined into at the time, but obviously it pushed on through, and it may just well do the same as today. It's sort of pitching up, but I'm just very wary when the move goes so early in the morning that we may just get a bit more of a retrace. Dollar yen, well, it's a bit stifled, but showing a bit of a bounce here. It's that sort of it's going the wrong way effectively, with the pound and the euro pushing up. We'd expect the dollar yen to be coming down, and it's not really, so it's just suggesting, well, it's bouncing off this weekly pivot again. Maybe it's got more upside yet. I was surprised we didn't see a clearer bounce before. If it breaks down these sort of lows, and it's possibly unlikely today, but if it was to break these lows, that monthly pivot becomes close by. It becomes a target, although it's not very many pips away. But at the moment we may be pushing back towards the previous highs there, although it's very bitty on this short-term market. It's done quite a big range already. It's done more range today than it did the whole of yesterday, and it's only sort of 7.55. Okay, dollar yen, Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, well, the Aussie dollar is probably one of the only ones that's not really holding on to anything. It sold off yesterday, and looks like it's come off a little bit again today, and is in this sort of chop zone. It is one of the weaker pairings for sure. It does have moments when it looks, well, okay, it's going to go, but yesterday just consolidated all and ended up back to that sort of level of the daily pivot overnight. So looking weak really. We'll see how it comes, but if it starts rolling over, well, there's the potential. I suppose it's so choppy. The best thing to do with that is just leave it alone on an intraday trading basis. Swings are fine. Canadian dollar. So is it going to be bouncing off this monthly pivot? Is a possibility it will bounce off of it. It seems stalling around this area at the moment. There was no real movement yesterday. Very shallow price action yet for most of yesterday, and well, we'll see how we run through here. I mean, with the strength going on the euro and the pound, you would have expected this to come off as well. It hasn't really much at all, a few pips, and it's in a quite old tightish range here where it's sitting at the moment, so we'll see how it runs. But as I said, bigger picture may suggest, I'd say the bigger picture is a bit divergence on the 4 hourlies there. There is a potential for it to bounce up there. Any break of these levels, well, then we'll be looking for the sort of key moving average of 34.50 in terms of support. But again, not an easy one to day trade, and probably best left alone for now. Dare I say it, some of the exotics probably may be a better day trade than some of these majors. Right, on that note, I shall leave it. Before I do that, I should just note the main news stories for today. We've got Carney speaking at 11 o'clock this morning, due to speak up in Newcastle. I'm not too sure what it's about, but we could get volatility, particularly with the goings on at the moment, so watch out for that 11 o'clock. Then at 12:15 we got the German Buber president. Now he used to really move the markets when he used to speak. It'll be interesting to see how it happened, or how it goes at 12:15. And then we've got the ADP non-farms at 1:15, day late this week at 1:15. So, and then the US services or non-manufacturing data coming out at 3. Crude oil 4. So there's plenty on there, and the main one probably there for today is to look at those FOMC meeting minutes at 7 p.m. So that's that. Have a great one. Bye for now.